All right, here we're Chris Williams. Chris, what a night at Anfield. Liverpool 5-0 up. You're ready to say they're already in the final, but those late goals make it a little bit interesting going into the second leg next week.
Yeah, they do indeed. I mean, at 5-0, the stadium was erupted, and people were, I think, in dreamland, and maybe a little reality check that it's not going to be as easy as people think next week. But I mean, I would have taken 5-2 at 7:45. I think many people, I would have taken 3-0, let alone 5-2. So it's going to be difficult. Klopp said in his post-match press conference, 5-0 or 5-2, they still need to score. So that's not going to make any difference. And I think Liverpool can score then. If they get one, then obviously the whole genre of the match goes, doesn't it, and changes straight away.
And with Klopp, he's not going to change the game plan, regardless of whether being 5-0 up or 5-2. They're still going to try and go forward and attack Roma in Rome.
Yeah, and we saw that against Manchester City. The game plan wasn't to go there and defend, it was to go and score, and that's what they did at the Etihad. So I don't think Liverpool have that many problems. I think Barcelona froze a little bit. I don't think, well, I hope Liverpool
and they actually, Roma played a lot better in that first leg as well.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and I think they were worthy of an away goal, maybe not two. They might have got a little bit lucky with a penalty, but as Klopp said, Liverpool were lucky with the first goal against Manchester City. So yeah, all in all, it's kept the tie alive, and Liverpool never do it the easy way, do they?
Never been a Liverpool fan as easy. But going back to the first two goals, Mo Salah named PFA Player of the Year. I mean, it seems like we've been waiting all season for him to cool off, and it goes the opposite way. He just continues to get better, and the first two goals tonight were as good as goals you'll see this season.
I mean, he was just over there, and he picked the ball up, and this is a Champions League semi-final. He shouldn't be able to leave a world-class keeper like that looking, like a schoolboy. And some of the touches he had, especially before he was tiring the second, he brings the ball down exceptionally well. His link-up play was fantastic, and Klopp said in his press conference, he's undefendable at the moment, and it was a genius strike.
But you saw that in the second half, the two goals, but he showed everything as a team player as well, because Jesus didn't really want to defend him in 1v1 situations, went to his right and set up a couple of goals as well. So you really had everything in his game.
Yeah, he did, and I think he showed in 90 minutes what Roma really missed by letting him go, and their staff must be shaking their heads for the price that he went for, because now he's been touted as the best player in the world. I've seen on social media Steven Gerrard said on BT that he thinks he's the best player in the world at the moment, and people are all of a sudden talking about Mo Salah winning the Ballon d'Or, which I don't think anyone would have expected at the start of the season. So he's been phenomenal, and just hope that his late withdrawal isn't a problem with injury, and maybe it's the games that we've got coming up he needs to be saved for, because Liverpool look a different prospect without him.
And you mentioned injuries, the big one tonight, and it's a bit souring in terms of the victory is the injury to Oxlade-Chamberlain. What did you see from that, and how difficult it's going to be to replace him down the stretch of games to end the season?
Well, I think Liverpool are out of midfielders at the moment. They can't even recall Grujic back from Cardiff. That's not going to be able to be done because the deal that's been struck. He's a massive blow, because you saw what he did in the game against City. You saw what he did this evening. His pressing and his haranguing of the Roma back four is top notch, and he's in essence a Klopp player. And Wijnaldum came in and played very well, but now Liverpool are threadbare up front.
That extra,
and I think maybe that helped the two goals, because maybe 80 minutes Oxlade-Chamberlain comes off, Wijnaldum comes on, fresh pair of legs, shores up that midfield. So I think that helped Roma back in. But you could see Jurgen Klopp in a press conference. He didn't look happy, and obviously he was taken off on a stretcher and brought around, and it's a real bad sign. And maybe if he's out for the season, if it is something like an ACL, we could be looking at Christmas, which would be the start of next season, which
may affect transfer plans in the summer as well.
Oh yeah, it will do, because if he's going to be out for a long time, Liverpool will have to be in for a midfielder of some sort, as well as Naby Keita. Yeah,
well, that's long term. Short term, we'll go back to the tie. Put you on the spot, second leg in Rome. What do you expect to happen? What's your prediction for that?
I think Roma will win 2-1. I can't see them losing in their own stadium, but I think Liverpool will be up for it. They'll get, Roma will go up 1-1. Liverpool will equalise, and that should in essence kill the game. If it's anything like tonight, I don't know, I'm a heart cope.